We'll start here. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you guys had a great week. Today we're going to be profiling another Blue Eyes deck. Recently we had a YouTube community tab poll, and this is the deck you voted on. So today we're profiling the trap version of Blue Eyes. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, be sure to give it a like, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this deck, and I always enjoy interacting with each and every one of you. Please consider subscribing for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content. Hit the notification bell to be notified if when I go live or upload. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, @LestatYGO. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. First we're playing Triple Dictator of D, wink wink. You can send a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your graveyard to special summon this card from your hand. You can control your opponent's attacks, and you can pitch a Blue Eyes White Dragon or a Blue Eyes Monster to target a Blue Eyes Monster in graveyard and special summon it. This is pretty much a Magician's Souls, but yeah, not much to say there. I don't know why I paused. We're playing two Blue Eyes White Dragons. But Lestat, you gotta play 3. Kaiba played 3. What about the nostalgia, man? I guess I'm not a man of culture. I like consistency. I said this in my last video. 3 gets too cloggy. You don't need to play a high volume of unnecessary bricks. I like to be consistent with the deck. I'm not fixated on Kaiba or the nostalgia. Don't get me wrong, I love this deck, but I want to try to make it as consistent as possible and really make it the best that I can. And I feel 2 normal Blue Eyes White Dragons are the way to do it. There's no need for the third. If you want to play a third, you can play 1 copy of Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, which is treated as a Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field and graveyard. So there's your 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons right there. Alternative is a hard once per summon from the hand. This grants you the ability to pop an opponent's monster. Typically you're going to be using this to go into your rank 8s, your links, or your synchro monsters. So this is what we're working with. Getting into the additional Blue Eyes monsters, we are playing 2 Jet Dragons and 1 Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon. As I said in my last video, I wanted to test 2 Blue Eyes Jet Dragons out because in theory this seems a lot easier to get on the field than alternative. And plus having 2 of these on the field at the same time makes it more difficult for your opponent to get over, because each Jet Dragon prevents other cards you control from being destroyed. I can confirm, yes, it's nice watching your opponent cry tears of salt. However, it does hurt the consistency by playing an additional Jet Dragon. And you're not going to run into too many situations where the second one is viable. Meaning that you're not going to, at least with this build, you're not going to be able to have 2 Jet Dragons on field at the same time. Now, I am working on another variant, surprise, surprise, but where that might be a possibility. But I think for this deck in particular that I'm showing you right now, I think 1 Jet Dragon is the way to do it moving forward. We're playing 1 Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon. I feel so sorry for the people that can't afford this. Last time I checked, it was approaching $50, which is unbelievable. But anyways, you bring this off of your Stone of Ancients during your end phase, and then during the end phase, you can search for a level 8 dragon. You're primarily going to be searching for your Jet Dragon for a follow-up play. So if your opponent is able to out your fields by destroying cards, this is a free summon. Getting into the stones, we are playing triple the White Stone of Ancients and the 1 White Stone of Legend. Not much to say here about Legend, though it does have a neat interaction with Dictator where you're able to pitch the stone, revive a Blue Eyes from graveyard, and then you get Stone's mandatory effect to search for a Blue Eyes White Dragon from deck to hand. Doesn't often come up, but it's a neat little interaction. The Stone of Ancients, I need to explain this card because for whatever reason people like fighting with me. The only effect that is a hard once per turn is the Banish effect, where you could banish a stone and add a Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes monster from graveyard to hand. That effect is a hard once per turn. The other effect isn't a hard once per turn. You could send multiple stones to the graveyard, and then during the end phase, you could special summon a Blue Eyes monster equal to the number of stones that you have sent there. So if I send 2 stones to graveyard, and then during the end phase, I can summon 2 Blue Eyes monsters from deck. If I have 3 in graveyard, I could summon 3 from deck during the end phase. Just keep in mind, each of them activate separately. They don't chain, but I just want to make that clear because for some reason people are like, wait, that's a hard once per turn. And it's like, no, it's the recycle ability. I thought we got past this in 2017, but I guess not. We're playing Triple Sage with the Eyes of Blue and the 1 Effect Veiler. Sage can search for any of your level 1 light tuners. It also has a neat hand effect where you can pitch it, target effect monster you control, and send it to the graveyard to special summon a Blue Eyes monster from deck. We're playing Triple Melody of Awakening Dragon to search for big dragons. We're playing Triple Pot of Prosperity. We are going first deck, hence this is a trap variant. I know a lot of people like the traded engine. I personally don't. I personally think it's bad. I know a lot of people can't fathom why I play this, but I just personally I think it's no shot at them. I just think they can't afford it, so they don't try it. But yeah. But it's important that you dig into your key combo pieces, like your Dictator of D or your Sage. You definitely want to see them as quickly as possible. We're playing the 1 Dragon Shrine. It's a continuous, or 1 Dragon Ravine. It's a continuous Dragon Shrine. You want to dump your stones in the grave. That way you can get your summons during your end phase. It's also nice to get your Jet Dragon in the graveyard as too, just in case you don't open it with it. That way, if cards of yours are destroyed, it can special summon itself out. We are playing 2 Ultimate Fusions. I bumped this up to 2 because after playing against certain trap decks, once your opponent outs the first Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, then it becomes more difficult to combat your opponent. Yes, you could side in spell and trap removal, but I like having a monster that can bypass trap effects, which is why we're playing 2 of this, and I bumped Tyrant to 2. Also, Ultimate Fusion has like a destruction ability where if you used a Blue Eyes White Dragon that was on field as material for the fusion, you can pop a card. Just keep in mind it has to be face up. We are playing Triple True Light. Awesome card. It's able to revive your Blue Eyes from graveyard. You can also special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand. And let's say if you don't have a Ultimate Fusion on field or in your graveyard, you could set it from your deck. So there's that neat little secondary effect as well. Overall, it's a pretty solid card. We're playing Treacherous Tribute. Again, it's a trap version of the deck. We're trying to control what happens and wipe our opponent out. And we don't really care that much about our stuff being destroyed because Jet Dragon is able to revive itself. We're playing Triple Solemn Strike. Really good if you're going first or second. Speaking of, the same kind of applies with Infinite Impermanence. Both cards are great for going first or second. I don't play Solemn Judgment over the Strike. Because if you end up losing a die roll and you're going second, Solemn Judgment is primarily used to negate monster summons. So if you're going second, your opponent already has the monsters on board. So I would just rather negate their effects and get rid of them that way, as opposed to wasting a slot in the main deck. I only bring that up because somebody asked me why I would play that over Judgment. So to that person, hopefully that made sense. We're playing 2 Skill Drain. This should be a 3 of. If you have a 3rd Skill Drain available, take out the 1 Jet Dragon, play this. It's really good, this format. It's especially when you're playing a deck that's full of 3,000 beaters. Skill Drain is just absolutely amazing. We are playing 2 Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragons. Again, I upped this to 2 because traps are prevalent in this format. If your opponent happens to out one of them, they're going to be using resources to do so. So at least having the ability to follow up by going into another one makes it that much more difficult for your opponent. This is also a board wipe because it attacks all your opponent's monsters, and after it attacks, it can reset a trap. So if you need your skill drains again, or your, I don't know, let's say your strikes, you know, there you go. We will play one Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, one Azure Eye Silver Dragon, one Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. This is pretty much a standard synchro package. I'm not playing Formula. I'm not playing Halifibrax. As I said in my last video, I can't afford Halifibrax at the moment, so I am making adjustments to cater to that lost so that I could still play. But Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, you're able to negate graveyard effects. It also stops your opponent from pendulum summoning too, which is starting to become a thing again. Azure Eyes, everyone knows this offers protection, allows you to revive a Blue Eyes White Dragon from grave. And then Black Rose Moonlight, which is what you're primarily going to be going into with Spirit, is nothing but a disruption to bounce your opponent's cards. So we'll play one Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon. This is here to get over big problematic boss monsters. Same with Orchist. Degirsu could send a monster your opponent controls to the graveyard when it's summoned. So this helps get over the Dragoon, the Phoenix Enforcer. We're playing one Hope Harbinger. It's a generic rank 8, and it negates spells. So if you're going first, you know, you can go into it. We're playing one Lancelot. So whatever card is first activated, you can immediately negate the activation. Also, this card can attack directly, which is a free Zeus. I don't think it's bad. We're playing one Relinquished Anima, one Link Karibo. I wish I could cut these two out, and you could make an argument for cutting out Link Karibo, which I may do. But Link Karibo is there just so I can get my stone into grave. And Relinquished Anima, there are players who insist on placing monsters directly underneath the extra monster zone. So just being able to get a free monster to equip with this is very nice. If people would stop doing that so I could play something else, that would be nice. We're playing one Striker Dragon. It's just a Linker Stone away, plus it's a hand trap bait. Play one Romulus, which searches for our Dragon Ravine, and we're playing one Heretic Seal for the Disruption. I don't want to spend too much on the side deck, but I want to show you guys what I am playing on this format. We are playing 2 Lancia, 2 Nibiru, 2 Raigeki. Again, this is pretty much to stop your opponent from banishing. This is just here for the Sword Soul matchups, assuming that you could time this correctly. I bet in matches where, you know, I Nibiru'd them and then somehow they're still able to play. I don't know how that works, but it's in there for those situations. We're playing one Harpy's Feather Duster for spawn trap removal. We're playing 2 Twin Twisters, again, for spawn trap card removal. There's a lot of 2-ofs because there's a lot going on in this format that you need to be aware of, or mindful of. We're playing triple Ice Dragon's Prison, really good against Eldritch. A lot of the good players play 2 Eldritch, so oftentimes they're going to end up with one Engrave, and if they happen to summon another one, this is your opportunity to out them. And usually they're going to scoop unless they're really able to adapt for some reason. But yeah, we'll play 2 Evenly Matched. Again, it's another hand trap, it's another board wipe, and we'll play 1 Red Reboot. Honestly, I think a lot of people should be playing Red Reboot just because of how prevalent traps are. Yeah, your opponent could set a trap, but if you're able to capitalize and OTK your opponent, this is a card you definitely want to play, especially in this deck. So that's it for today's deck profile. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Hopefully my explanations are clear because I've been sick this past week, so I'm really trying my best here to keep up with the channel. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. I always enjoy interacting with each and every one of you. And again, I would love to hear your thoughts on this deck. What is your favorite variant of Blue Eyes, and which version would you like to see appear on the channel? Consider subscribing for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content. Hit the notification bell to be notified of when I go live and upload. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at LestatYGO. Links to everything is down in the description. Until next time, I will see you in the next video.